the microphone kind of just
To be
sitting
there?
in front of the mic, so to speak.
Yeah.
Just so it's loud enough.
Okay.
That's all.
So just bring one
so
over.
after the last, whoever needs these,
Okay.
we could just.
All right, first a quick announcement. The emergency exits are here in the corner and right there. So if you need to exit the building, please go to the nearest exit. There is an AED up on the top of the bleachers. And I would like to take this time to thank the many clubs, organizations, and even individuals who year after year support our graduating seniors with scholarships. We are very fortunate to live in such a caring and supportive community, and I want you to know that we are very grateful for all that you do for our students.
Welcome family, friends, faculty, school board members, and students to Class Day on behalf of the class of 2015. Since 2001, we have been counting down, and we've finally made it. Although not everyone started this journey together, we are all here to finish it. And we couldn't ask for a more supportive group of people to share it with. Whether you are a family member, friend, or community member, we thank you for being here. It is finally time for that class to say goodbye. When we entered the school, we somehow acquired the title of that class, or we seem to think we did. For various reasons, such as having to stay at the Ed Fen longer, being the reason 6th grade is now walked down to break, sorry. And I can't forget to mention the fact that our 5th grade promotion was this year. However, we have proven that class mentality wrong. We are a group of independent, unique individuals. Since freshman year, I've had the opportunity to watch my class grow during homecoming and winter carnival activities. Each and every one of my classmates are caring, thoughtful individuals who have the potential to do great things. We've all had to think about what we want to do after this chapter of our life comes to a close, which is why this year has consisted of planning our futures while creating our final memories. Today, we are here to reminisce on those memories, acknowledge our individual successes, and celebrate our accomplishments. You will hear about some of my classmates' unique quirks from Reagan Murphy, close friendships from Hunter Moore, and a message about our community from Christian McClure. You'll also hear a couple musical performances from a few talented young ladies. Lastly, the trip down memory lane will be brought to a close with a slideshow created by Jessica Hashi. So rather than me telling you what you probably already read in the program and will soon experience for yourself, I'm not going to waste much more time. In a few short hours, we will be back here, entering as high school students and leaving as graduates. But until then, we will cherish every moment of it, starting with our first speech, Thanksgiving dinner, presented by Brooke Netto. I hope you enjoy what we have planned today. Thank you.
High school is a big Thanksgiving dinner. You can only eat so much. There's a table with appetizers filled with salads looking so freshly green and dips sprawled out with a variety of chips and vegetables sitting right beside. A little to the left, there's a table with turkey, mashed potatoes, stuffing, carrots and turnip, green bean casserole, everything delicious you could think of. You want it all. You then realize there's another table filled with pies, cheesecake, cookies, brownies, pudding, a variety of desserts, but you're full. High school is the same way. You have your academics that include mounds of homework, a social life where you try to hang out with all your friends, clubs you try to be involved in, and sports that take up massive amounts of time. You can't do it all. You may tell yourself that you're capable and that you can handle it, when in reality, you can't. Everything seems so comforting and enjoyable that you just want to find yourself in what you like to do. Eventually, you get burnt out trying to do everything and lose sight of what really matters and face the consequences that come along with it. So all you underclassmen sitting back in the bleachers who think this doesn't apply to you, take it from me, you're not a superhuman and it will catch up to you. Sleep is very important, and losing too much of it becomes a problem because you can never catch up. I can recall countless times when I got home late from an out-of-town basketball practice and had multiple pages of your typical Brosnan worksheets to do and studying for yet another Wade quiz, staying up until 1 a.m. to finish it. Not only that, but I had to wake up in 4 hours to read A Clockwork Orange because my eyelids were too heavy the night before. One time wasn't so bad, but it became a habit night after night until one day I fell asleep in biology while watching Osmosis Jones, and I realized something needed to change. I thought I could handle only a few hours of sleep, but I surely couldn't, and the feeling of grogginess was not something I enjoyed. With every positive side, there's always a negative close by. If you pick sleep over homework, your grades start to slip, and eventually, they'll crash and burn. To you, that may not be a problem, but for me, that was unacceptable. Having a yearbook meeting after school, then soccer practice, followed by a student council meeting was just exhausting, so homework became the last thing on my mind. There were a few times I went to bed early instead of finishing everything, and I thought my life was in shambles. And by early, I mean midnight. I spent the next day stressed and clueless, just trying to make it by, but I felt like I was left in the dust. Both of these result from having too much on your plate and leave you feeling overwhelmed. Sure, you thought being involved in every club and playing every sport was a fantastic idea. That way you would never be bored, but you end up with the opposite problem. You end up being stressed and not having nearly enough time to complete all the things on your to-do list. At the time, everything looks so appetizing and looked like a good idea until you're feeling like you can't handle anymore and you wonder why you took so much. Both Thanksgiving and high school aren't about how much food is on your plate, but if that food is what truly makes you happy. So my advice to everyone sitting in this room before me is not to eat too much of everything, but instead, pick your favorite foods and enjoy them without being overwhelmed by the other choices, because that is where you'll find happiness. And now, Emily Groen for the presentation.
Denise Gagnon and Jen Thompson will present the Great Northwood Self-Advocacy Group Book Scholarship.
Thank you for the introduction. The individuals we support at the Community Services Center manage a book drive at the Berlin Marketplace Plaza to raise money for local charities and to present book scholarships to deserving students. This year's winner is someone who has been involved with Special Olympics, has interned in the special ed class, and has decided to pursue an education in special education. She clearly understands the importance of using people-first language and never referring to people as a diagnosis. They are not the disabled. They are people who have a disability. The disability is just one aspect of who they are. She wrote in her essay that a disability should not define a person, and the focus should be on emphasizing abilities and not limitations. She has also spearheaded a campaign at school to end the offensive R word and promoted a more awareness and sensitivity in referring to people with disabilities. Remember, diversity makes our communities stronger. Jen, would you announce the winner?
Sarah Schoenbach.
Scott and Sam Newton will now present the Roy B. Newton Community Scholarship.
Congratulations to the class of 2015. Very honored and privileged to stand up here today and issue the Roy B. Newton Scholarship Fund. Roy Newton was a community member for over 20 years. He served the community well through helping the younger generation, believed in the younger generation, and did whatever he could do to possibly help them out. Today, it's with great honor that we recognize and issue
Jessica Hashi.
I would also like to say that it would only be fitting that this year is a little extra special. Roy Newton's granddaughter is also in the graduating class of 2015. And in memory of my father and her grandfather, we would also like to issue Samantha a scholarship. In honor of her grandfather.
Father Andrew Nelson will present the Knights of Columbus Scholarship.
First, warm congratulations to the class of 2015. We're all most proud of you, not only in what you've done, but what you will become in the years ahead. These three scholarships I'll be presenting this day are on behalf of Holy Family Parish and the Knights of Columbus Council that once was there and continues in Berlin and in Gorham. The Knights of Columbus are a Catholic fraternal organization which is dedicated to love and service to God, to church, to community, and to country. It is our hope that all of the class of 2015 will bring Christ's light into the world and illuminate the darkness. With great joy, I present these scholarships to Julie Lamden, Brooke Nadeau, and finally to a man who did his senior project helping our parish, Connor Goudreau.
David Doobie will present the Marine Corps League Scholarship.
The United States Marine Corps is one of the most respected military organizations in the history of the world. Marines have earned this respect through adherence to what we call our core values. Values such as courage, honor, and perseverance in the face of adversity. The Marine Corps League awards scholarships to those who we feel share our core values and who will apply these values in the future to help make the world a better place. This year's recipient is Sarah Schoenbeck.
Jill Doobie will present the North Country Nurses Association Scholarship.
Good afternoon. Congratulations to the class of 2015. One of the things that the scholarship committee asked me to put forth to all of you was, this was one tough year. They asked me to thank the English department for teaching all of the students grammar, punctuation, and spelling, because that was one of the criteria that we try to get rid of other candidates, and it was very difficult. What it came down to were parents. Parents teaching manners. How splitting hairs is that? So our scholarship recipient wrote, which is one of the characteristics we look for in nursing, "Naturally, I'm determined and self-driven individual. This quality is one that some may consider a weakness of mine. Personally, my drive and determination is what pushes me to step out of my comfort zone and focus solely on putting others before myself. Thank you. Devin Sear."
John Gleason and Bill Adams will present the American Legion Post-82 scholarships and the Sons of the American Legion Scholarship and the Good Citizens Award.
First, I'd like to congratulate the graduating class of 2015. With the help of the community and support and the fundraisers we've had, we'll be donating $2,000 in scholarships, $1,000 apiece. The first scholarship recipient is Anthony Bolash. The second recipient of the $1,000 scholarship is Samantha Newton. Okay, the American Legion Good Citizenships Award, the first recipient is Brett Tennis. The second Good Citizenship Award goes to Devin Sear. They've asked me to do the scholarship presentation for the Sons of the American Legion. The first recipient of a $250 scholarship is Brooke Nettle. The other recipient of a $250 scholarship is Julie Labnon. That ends our presentation.
Linda DuPont will present the American Legion Post-82 Auxiliary Scholarship.
Good afternoon. The American Legion Auxiliary Unit 82 is a nonprofit organization that has been supporting our country's veterans and their families for over 90 years. Through volunteerism, our unit is able to raise and to provide scholarships to sponsor Girls' Day participants and give educational and craft supplies to our local schools. The American Legion Auxiliary congratulates the class of 2015 on all your accomplishments and completion of your high school years. We realize that today's graduates will be tomorrow's leaders. And as you embark on your college years, we wish you all the best in your future endeavors. The 2015 scholarship recipient has been chosen through the military service of her grandfather, Roy Newton, Samantha Newton.
Stephanie Ayotte will present the Brookfield Renewable Power Scholarship.
Good afternoon. On behalf of Brookfield Renewable Energy Group, I'd like to extend our congratulations to the class of 2015. Brookfield recognizes the importance of higher education for our high school graduates. We encourage students to pursue education in areas of our business. With this in mind, we are pleased to award the Brookfield 2015 scholarship to Reagan Murphy, who will pursue a degree in communications.
Mackenzie Gilbert and Jordan Gilmet will present the Chris Gilbert Scholarship.
This is my second year presenting the scholarship. Last year, I was nervous to present it. I was still not used to the fact that I was presenting something for my father, who is no longer here with us today. A countless amount of people have supported me and encouraged me to continue doing this speech. I was really nervous about having to present this unaccompanied, but Mr. Saladino had the idea of having my cousin Jordan present this scholarship with me. Jordan and I both miss my dad a lot, as of many other people, but I believe that every year he gives me the courage to do this speech in front of all the other people. I would like to thank all my supporters for these past years, and I would also like to give a special thanks to Mr. Saladino for encouraging me to present this speech. The Chris Gilbert Memorial Scholarship was established to provide financial assistance to graduating senior from Gorham Middle High School who will be pursuing an associate's or bachelor's degree. The candidates must be honest, loyal, community and family oriented while having an outstanding work ethic. These were the characteristics of my father portrayed.
This year, the Gilbert family is proud to present Brooke Netto with the Chris Gilbert Memorial Scholarship.
Teresa Wu will present the Brian Wu Memorial Scholarship.
Good afternoon. I just want to say congratulations to the class of 2015. The criteria for Brian's scholarship are based on the person Brian was and the things he loved to do. This year, the recipient displays many of the qualities we look for. She shows responsibility, honesty, respectfulness, and leadership abilities. And she's a role model for her fellow students and her siblings. She will be attending the Southern New Hampshire University, majoring in special education and elementary education. This year's scholarship will be awarded to Sarah Schoenbeck.
Rick Eichler will present the Gorham Fire Department scholarships.
On behalf of the Gorham Fire Department Association and Ladies Auxiliary, I'd like to congratulate the class of 2015. We have 2 scholarships to give out. They go to family members of the firefighters. And our first one is to Lieutenant Pat Sashagran's niece, Ashley Tatro. And our next one goes out to our honorary firefighter, Paul Sear's granddaughter, Devin Sear.
Wanda Tangy and Chad Miller will present the Morris N. Boiselle Memorial Scholarship.
The Maurice Boiselle Scholarship is awarded annually to recognize a Gorham High School senior entering a healthcare-related college major. Maurice was the first director of Gorham Emergency Medical Services and was instrumental in bringing modern emergency medical care to the area's residents. To honor Maurice's service and the sacrifices of his family, the members of Gorham Emergency Medical Services created a scholarship to continue to pay his work forward and honor his service to our community. The recipient is selected by members of Gorham Emergency Medical Services. This year's scholarship is awarded to Brooke Netto.
Philip Russo and Felicia Woosen will now present the Student Council scholarships.
We are pleased to present these seven scholarships to members of the class of 2015 who have organized school events, led their class in our student body, and have dedicated hundreds of hours behind the scenes to give our students such a great year. This strong group of leaders and hard workers have guided us, been great role models, and they have made it very difficult to see them leave. If all seven class officer members could come forward at this time for the presentation of scholarships. Megan Mayers, you're elected as a class representative this year. You have provided helpful suggestions, you have been the voice of reason when we needed it, and we are so glad that you have been a part of this great group this year. We have enjoyed our time with you, and we certainly look up to you for all that you have accomplished in your time here.
Dawn Lee, you ran for class treasurer this year and won, and we are so glad that you did. You helped us stay focused both with time and financial management. Everyone could take lessons from you for all that you balance school activities and running the family business. You always complete the tasks asked of you with never any excuses that you can't, and you always give 150% effort, especially when no one is looking. We have looked up to you and we will miss you.
Reagan Murphy, your energy, humor, and your ability to be in front of crowds is so entertaining. We have been very fortunate to have you as our spokesperson so many times during your time here with us. We will never forget your kind smile, the way you can work over a crowd, and the things you can make any of us do, even when we don't want to. Reagan, we don't know how we will entertain without you. Please know that we have enjoyed watching you grow, and we know that you are destined for fame. Please don't forget any of us little people when you're rich and famous.
Karina Martinez. Wow. Karina, the person chosen by her classmates as the person who changed the most since freshman year. What a leader and an advocate she has become. We have a lot of meetings and commitments with student council, but Karina had double duty and some. She attended all of our meetings, was the representative for the school board, so she attended all of theirs, completed board reports, advocated for our students, and, oh yeah, she was elected to Secretary of Student Council. To say she had a busy senior year is an understatement. Karina always found a way to connect with us or to make sure she understood our positions, as she always cared that we were all heard. Karina, your passion and your leadership will be missed. Thank you for all that you are.
Brooke Netto, you have been a role model for us these past few years. You have a very helpful way and you are always approachable. Your smile and your fun personality are awesome, and we'll miss your smile, laugh, and your quietness. You have added so much to our meetings and activities, and we have enjoyed any time spent with you. We are saddened to realize that you will no longer grace us with your appearance. You will be missed dearly. Thank you for all that you are and have done in our school and our group.
Emily Groan, what can we say for one who has meant so much to all of us? Where would we be without you? Your organization, strong time management, and technology skills helped us make this year one of the best years in Student Council. We were always informed, and you created new ways to help us all stay focused and dedicated to all of the causes we were trying to promote. Your work ethic, drive, and dedication to our student body was truly inspiring. Your contributions to this year's Winter Carnival will certainly never be forgotten, and your website and pictures will remain behind to remind us what we should strive for. We know that you will continue to lead the way, and anyone who works with you in the future will be better for your interactions and your touch.
And last but not least, Tony Bolash. How will we ever be able to survive without you? Who will begin our meetings with, "If you can hear my voice, clap once"? You, Tony, can lead anyone and can be a part of any group. Your people skills are second to none. There is not a group in this school that you don't interact with or are comfortable being around. You have always been approachable, and you have always made us feel like our ideas were the best ideas, even if you thought they were terrible. We always felt that you cared, and you gave so much to our group, and you pushed us to new levels that we didn't think possible. Our successful year and your positive attitude certainly will never be forgotten. We are thrilled that you have chosen the field of education to pursue, as our hope is that one day you will be an advisor training a whole new wave of young leaders. Until then, keep making a difference in all that you take on. We will try to live up to your fine example. Thank you, Tony, for the inspiration.
Rob Hamill and Yana Olafsey will present the FBLA Scholarship.
FBLA presents scholarships each year to those graduating seniors who have been instrumental in keeping the Gorham High School Future Business Leaders of Association group an integral part of the high school community. We call your name, please come down. Abby Bales. Emily Beals. Denise Courier. Julie Labnan. Megan Mayers. Brooke Netto. Christian McClure-Corvo. Hunter Moore. Connor Fike. Sarah Schoenbeck. And Nick Hartshorn.
Peter Gagnon will present the Yearbook Scholarships and the Gorham Randolph Shelburne Teachers Association Scholarship.
Thank you, Emily. I'm lucky to be up here wearing two different hats. As a yearbook advisor, I see firsthand all the hard work, the diligence, the effort, the focus that's required to put an excellent yearbook together. And that's what we've done the last several years. And a large part of that, most of the credit goes to our student-run staff. And we're pleased this year to be able to present 5 scholarships to our senior editors. So I'd like to call them down. Abby Beals. Emily Beals. Emily Groen. Megan Mayers. And Brooke Netto. For the next scholarship I have the honor to present comes from the Gorham Randolph Shelburne Teachers Association. And on behalf of them, I'd certainly like to offer our sincere congratulations to the class of 2015. We've loved working with you guys for the last 4 years. So, thank you. The Teachers Association has a long history of giving back to our students in the community, and we are pleased again this year to be able to offer a $200 book scholarship to a graduating senior who's furthering his education in college. This year's recipient is Mr. Connor Fike. Thank you.
Matt Saladino will present the Corinne E. Daniels Bergeron Memorial Scholarship.
Good afternoon. The Daniels family could not be here today. Corinne's sister is graduating in Berlin. I'm honored that they asked me to present this award. Corinne was a talented and dedicated educator at Gorham Middle High School. Her passing left a hole in our hearts, and she's been missed every day since. The faculty and students think about her often, as we will next Friday when 55 of our students participate in the Relay for Life on the Gorham Common. The Corinne Daniels Memorial Scholarship was developed not only to keep Corinne's memory alive, but to assist GMHS graduates who are community-oriented, honest, energetic leaders who have a love for athletics. This year, on behalf of the Daniels Bergeron family, they are proud to present this award to Brooke Netto.
Mike Brosnan, Holly Fontaine, and Bill Goodrich will present the W. Craig Malik Memorial Scholarship.
Congratulations to the class of 2015. I have learned a lot from you, and I wish all the best in your future endeavors. Remember, hard work and a sense of humor will get you pretty far in life. This scholarship of $1,000 is being given by Jean Malik in memory of her husband, Craig Malik. Craig Malik was a math, film, and computer teacher at Gorham High School. Craig was the first teacher to bring computers into GMHS. He was a teacher of film, and many of his former students went on to become famous filmmakers. Craig was very dedicated to Gorham High School and loved the community. The people who got to know Craig were better people because of it. The committee for the scholarship are myself, Mrs. Fontaine, and Mr. Goodrich, who were all good friends of Craig. We are happy to give the scholarship to a great person that I've gotten to know through the years, and that I know Craig would like and respect. This year's Craig Malik Scholarship goes to Reagan Murphy.
David Backler and the Running Start teachers will present the Running Start credit vouchers.
All right, the Running Start credit vouchers. The following students will be attending one of the community college systems of New Hampshire campuses in the fall and have been awarded a 3-credit voucher, which was earned by the Gorham Middle High School teachers who taught a White Mountain Community College Running Start class during the 14-15 school year. Each 3-credit voucher is worth $630.
I'm giving my scholarship to Peg, who's a great person. Hopefully she'll go far in life.
I'm going to give mine to Jessie Demers.
I have 2 scholarships to give out, one for myself and one for my wife. The first is going to go to Peg DeGoli. And the second to Mr. Hunter Moore.
Hunter, don't go far. I'm going to give mine to you, too.
Mine is going to Karina Martinez.
And I have 2 to give out. The first is to Hunter Moore. And the second to Karina Martinez.
All right, next up we have the U.S. JCI Senate Foundation Scholarship. The United States JCI Senate Foundation is committed in promoting educational opportunities to high school students who display excellence in the classroom and is involved in volunteer and extracurricular activities. This $1,000 grant is awarded to Emily Groen. And now we move on to the High Y Club Scholarship. For many decades, the High Y Club Scholarship has been awarded to a deserving student. The purpose of the High Y Club is to create, maintain, and extend the fullest capacity of one's ability throughout the home, school, and community, high standards of moral character through improvement, brotherhood, equality, and service in high school. And this year's recipient is Nicholas Hartshorn. Make sure I do the right one. All right, the Gorham Booster Club Scholarship. The Gorham Booster Club gives 2 annual book scholarships of $250 each for students continuing their education. Our first recipient will be attending the White Mountain Community College in the General Studies program, focusing on outdoor recreation. He is an athlete member of the FBLA and well-known cabaret and talent show participant, Hunter Moore. Our second recipient will be attending Assumption College, majoring in biology and pre-med. She is a three-sport athlete, and if we have the school club, she is a member of it. This hardworking member of our school community with incredible time management skills is Brooke Netto. All right. And the next is the Cumberland Farms Believe and Achieve Scholarship. The Cumberland Farms Believe and Achieve Scholarship has been established to recognize the importance of education and provide support to college-bound students. Scholarship recipients are selected on the basis of academic record, demonstrated leadership, and participation in school and community activities. This year, we have 4 $1,000 award recipients. First up, Emily Groen. Second up, Megan Mayers. Third, we have Brooke Netto. And our fourth recipient is Sarah Schombeck. I'm almost out of here.
Chris Davies will present the Masonic Scholarships.
Good afternoon, and congratulations to the class of 2015. I represent the Gorham Sabattis Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons, also called Freemasons, or just Masons. Those are men who believe in God, the brotherhood of mankind, and want to improve themselves. There are more than 3 million Masons worldwide, including more than 2 million in the United States. There are 3 lodges in Coos County, in Gorham, which I'm a member of, in Colebrook, and in Lancaster. There are other organizations associated with them which you may have heard of: the Shrine, the Eastern Star for women and men, and 3 youth organizations. All the organizations support charities. American Masons contribute more than $1 million a day to charity through those organizations. Our local lodge raises money for scholarships and other charitable purposes, biannual golf tournaments and other events. And we're proud to be able to support college scholarships for deserving graduates of Berlin and Gorham high schools. Today we award 2 $500 scholarships. One to Brooke. They do. Thank you. I think that's yours. Wrong one. And one to Connor Bike.
And now Reagan Murphy will read Hopefully Something Funny.
Okay, thank you all so much for taking the time out of your busy lives to attend the class of 2015's class day. I'm here to talk a little bit about my class on a more personal level to give you all the chance to either get to know them or appreciate some of their accomplishments with me. I'd like to start off with our class president, Emily Groen. Emily has gotten recognized for so many things. She's like Taylor Swift at every music award show for the past 5 years. Seriously, this girl works so hard, she can scoop ice cream, do PowerPoints, and edit everyone's senior picture at the same time. Next up, of course, is the perfect Tony Bolash. Every girl in this school would do anything for him. He could probably smooth talk an entire army of teenage girls using his heartthrob good looks and team building exercises. That being said, Tony, if it doesn't work out with you and Ava, you know where to find me. What better way to follow up a good roast on Tony than with the former president of the class of 2015 and future president of the United States of America, Mr. Christian McClure Corriveau. Christian is proof that if your campaign doesn't go well, you can flee to Florida and all is forgiven. Words cannot describe how excited I was when Christian decided to join us for the last few months of high school again, and I'm even more excited to see what he will accomplish in the White House. He will certainly make history being yet another white male president. Next up, the delightful Megan Mayers. Megan has done a lot in high school, from FBLA, National Honor Society, countless leadership conferences, an inspiring senior project, yearbook, student council, Inspire, just to name a few. My only hope of ever being successful in high school was that someone might mistake the first letter in my name and think that I was her. Hunter has accomplished a lot in high school, too. He worked his butt off in basketball, stole the show at Cabaret, helped out at the Special Olympics, and somehow found the time to go through everyone's most embarrassing posts from 2010 and comment on them. But one of his most important achievements is that he got to date the Emily Groen. He's like the Kate Middleton to her Prince William. Not actual royalty, but still important by association. Speaking of royalty, why are the most buff people in our class girls? I mean, last year they had dudes like Jake and Riley who were committed to the gym every day, but this year we have Sarah and Devin who wake up at 5 a.m. to work out. Meanwhile, some of us can't even wake up at 7 a.m. to get to school on time. Karina, Abby, and Emily have been very close for many years. You'd think the three of them were triplets. Karina would actually look a lot like Abby and Emily if she changed literally every single thing about the way she looked. But why would she do that? The three of them are beautiful just the way they are. Speaking of beauty, Eric Wu and I were best friends in 2nd grade. And since then, I think I've heard him say a total of 7 words to me. Most of those words were spoken on the New York City trip, which is where I learned that Eric is probably one of the nicest and funniest people that I've ever met. I also learned what a gentleman that Nell Valerius is on that trip. It didn't matter how many shopping bags you were carrying, Nell would offer to hold all of them for you. It was quite the image seeing Nell walk up and down the streets of New York with 2 arms full of Victoria's Secret bags. Most of those bags belonged to Jessie, but she deserves a little bit of shopping after having to take care of all of us on that trip and in basically any situation. If she leaves me alone in public for more than a second, I end up hopelessly lost and buying 4 mixtapes from strangers that I don't want. Speaking of mixtapes, how's your rap career going, Apollo 603? Nick's rapping may have reached a temporary hiatus, but Dawn's photography has reached an all-time high. She uploaded over 300 photos of us on our senior trip to Lake George. She caught a lot of precious moments that weekend, like Connor Goodrow leading the conga line on the cruise, Connor Fike and Sarah stealing the show while rollerblading, and the look of pure determination on Ryan's face trying to pass everyone while go-karting. You could hear Ryan's laugh from a mile away. It's almost as loud as Brooke trying to whisper. Brooke is the only female three-sport athlete in our class, and that's something to be proud of. The last time I was a three-sport athlete was when Mr. Hamill's music was still relevant. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I was never a three-sport athlete. I want you all to know that being funny is really the only way I know how to show my affection, so don't be afraid to show a little affection back. The purpose of this roast was not just to make fun of you in front of all of your friends and family. I wanted to take the time to show you all how much you mean to me. Without this class, I wouldn't have been able to survive one of the hardest years of my life, and for that, I will always be grateful. So, seniors 2K15, thank you for laughing with me for 13 years. I wish you all the best of luck. And now, Emily Groen and Sarah Schoenbeck will perform Time of Our Lives.
Okay, good. Are those on? All right. You ready? Yeah.
This is where the chapter ends. A new one now begins. The time has come for letting go. The hardest part is when you know all of these years when we were here are ending. But I'll always remember we have had the time of our lives. And now the pages turn, the stories we will write. We have had the time of our lives, and I will not forget the faces left behind. It's hard to walk away from the best of days, but if it has to end, I'm glad you have been my friend in the times of our lives. Where the water meets the land, there is shifting in the sand. Like the tide that ebbs and flows, the memories will come and go. All of these years when we were here are ending. moment of our lives.
And now Tony Bolash for the presentation of awards.
And now Carson and Mandy Roberge and Keith Parent will present the Keith F. Parent Award.
I'm proud to be presenting this award in honor of Keith Parent, also known as Boppy. This award is given to a senior who is a hard worker, a leader, has school pride, is involved in the community. That is what my Boppy is, and what one day I hope to be. This year's Keith F. Parent Award goes to Tony Bolash.
And now Brittany Kalia will present the National School Choral Award.
Each year, the National School Choral Award is given out to a high school student recognizing their dedication and their musical achievements. This year's recipient is going to receive this beautiful plaque with their name on it, as well as their name will be engraved on the plaques that we have located in the music room. The student that has shown a strong commitment to the arts and has worked diligently to improve both herself and her skills this year has really done an amazing job. It's been an honor to work with her. She's been involved in multiple choral performances, and her positive and instructive energy during cabaret was a huge asset to our entire group. She's always willing to lend a hand and constantly is working to improve her own sound for the betterment of the group. With her drive and energy, I know she'll be a success wherever she may go. I'm happy to announce that this year's recipient is Karina Martinez.
And now Sarah Lett will present the Richard Awar Award.
Good afternoon. Congratulations to all the graduates. My name is Sarah, and I am here on behalf of my family to present the Richard Avor Award. This is the first year that we have two recipients. Richard Avor was my uncle. He died years ago in a tragic accident when he was 19 years old. He attended Gorham High School. He was an amazing athlete, and most of all, he was so popular because he was kind to all, and everyone loved him. The recipients of this award shows the same love of athletics and citizenship as Richard did. First award goes to Tony Bolash. And the second goes to Brett Tennis.
And now Bill Goodrich will present the Lisa Tangy Award and the Derek Hodgman Memorial Scholarship.
I was fortunate to go to school with Lisa Tangy, and she was a remarkable young lady. Lisa was a 1975 graduate of Gorham High School. She was a three-sport athlete who excelled in field hockey, basketball, and softball. She was an outstanding student who took tremendous pride in her work in the classroom. A passionate, caring person with fiery red hair, a sparkle in her eye, and a constant smile on her face, Lisa was a role model for all. On September 4th, 1976, while traveling home from nursing school to celebrate her 19th birthday, Lisa was tragically killed in a car accident. In 1977, the Lisa Tangy Award was started to honor Lisa and to recognize a female athlete from the graduating class who possesses many of the fine qualities we all admired in Lisa. This year's recipient is much like Lisa in many ways: a great athlete, a caring person, an outstanding student, a wonderful role model, and she always has a smile on her face. The class of 2015 recipient of the Lisa Tangy Memorial Award is Brooke Netto. The next presentation is the scholarship which was awarded in Berlin on Sunday night at the Berlin High School Senior Athlete Award, and I'd like to take this opportunity to recognize the recipient now. The following was prepared by Derek's friend, Dan Matkin. Derek Hodgman Memorial Scholarship was created following the untimely death of Derek in 2002. The Hodgman family utilized the scholarship as a way to keep Derek's legacy alive, while also giving back to the community which gave them so much in their time of need. Following the passing of Derek's mother, Beverly, after a courageous battle with cancer in 2014, the scholarship took on an extended meaning. Beverly was a second mother to all of Derek's friends and teammates. Now, through this scholarship, the memory of her kind and giving soul is continued on to the recipients. This year's Derek Hodgman Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 is rewarded to Sarah Schoenbeck. Congratulations.
And now Dave Backler and Wayne King will present the Prudential Spirit of Community Award, the Academics Awards, and the William J. Kaczynski Senior Man and Woman Awards.
So we'll get started with the Prudential Spirit of Community Award. So the Prudential Community of Spirit Award, established in 1995 by the Prudential Financial in partnership with the National Association of Secondary School Principals, recognizes students who make meaningful contributions to their communities through volunteer service. This year's recipient has qualified for the President's Volunteer Service Award, and it is my pleasure to present this certificate to Megan Mayers. Okay, now we're going to do the academic awards. Yeah. It's pretty awesome. So, all right. In outstanding achievement for their senior project, Elizabeth Elano. Outstanding achievement for the senior project goes to Abigail Beals. Outstanding achievement, Anatomy and Physiology 2, Running Start 20th Century, Senior Project, and French 4 goes to Emily Beals. Outstanding achievement in Cabaret, Student Council as the president, And senior class as the vice president, Anthony Bolash. Attitude and effort in ceramics and painting. And physical education goes to Brad Christopher. Outstanding achievement, running start psychology, running start statistics, and in senior project goes to Denise Courier. Attitude and effort in pre-calculus, attitude and effort in advanced digital media goes to Jesse Demers. Outstanding achievement in studio art and Gorham Players goes to Margaret DeGoli. Outstanding achievement in cabaret goes to Connor Fike. Attitude and effort in ceramics and painting goes to Connor Goodrow. Outstanding achievement in physics, AP biology, calculus, cabaret, senior class president, and student council vice president goes to Emily Groen. Outstanding achievement in senior project goes to Jessica Hashi. Attitude and effort in physics, outstanding achievement in senior project, and outstanding achievement in cabaret goes to Nicholas Hartshorn. Outstanding achievement in running start psychology, and in school to career goes to Julie Labnan. Outstanding achievement in advanced digital media, attitude and effort in advanced digital media, attitude and effort in digital photography, outstanding achievement in senior class as a senior class treasurer, and outstanding achievement in student council representative, Don Lee. Outstanding achievement in French 4 and outstanding achievement in Gorham Players goes to Christian McClure Corvo. Outstanding achievement in senior project, chorus, cabaret, attitude and effort in chorus, outstanding achievement in senior class school board representative, outstanding achievement in student council as the secretary goes to Karina Martinez. Outstanding achievement in running start statistics, senior project, attitude and effort in sociology, outstanding achievement in student council as the representative, outstanding achievement in senior class as a representative goes to Megan Mayers. Outstanding achievement in cabaret, attitude and effort as in Taste of a Nation, outstanding achievement in student council, outstanding achievement in senior class goes to Hunter Moore. Outstanding achievement in anatomy and physiology 2, attitude and effort in psychology, outstanding achievement in student council, outstanding achievement in senior class goes to Brooke Netto. Outstanding achievement in senior project, outstanding achievement in Gorham Players, outstanding achievement in senior class secretary, outstanding achievement in student council as a representative goes to Reagan Murphy. Outstanding achievement in the wind turbine math experiment goes to Nick Roy. Outstanding achievement in sociology, senior project, Attitude and effort in pre-calculus honors, attitude and effort in running start 20th century, and outstanding achievement in cabaret goes to Sarah Schombeck. Attitude and effort in pre-calculus, attitude and effort in anatomy and physiology, attitude and effort in running start statistics goes to Ashley Tatro. Outstanding achievement in advanced digital media, attitude and effort in international foods goes to Nell Valerius. A big congratulations. That's a lot of awards. Good job, everybody. Next up, we have the senior man and senior woman. The criteria for the William J. Kaczynski Senior Man and Senior Woman Awards includes participation in extracurricular activities, interpersonal relations, respect from peers and faculty, character, and those traits that contribute to the complete person. This year's senior man is Anthony Bolash. This year's senior woman is Brooke Netto. Okay, that's us.
And now, Christian McClure-Corvo will present Thank You.
All right, I gotta be honest here. When I was approached to write a piece for today on community, I was a little confused. I assumed that I was not qualified to stand up here and speak to you all about why community is important, because most of everyone up here on this stage has a family that has been intertwined with this community for generations. I, as well as a few others, do not. Every time I met new people from this community, I would be asked, "Who are your parents?" And I ever so awkwardly had to respond with, "You don't know them." And that wasn't me trying to be a rebellious teenager, that was simply the truth. Also, let's not forget that I am one of the very narrow group of people on this stage who are even planning to leave New England. I will be in Florida year-round starting June 15th. Needless to say, I went through the same emotions as some of you did at one point or another. I thought Gorham was a small North Country town that offered and did nothing for me. I thought that I would be happily moving on without any emotions holding me back. I found that I was very wrong. What was I missing in Florida? I'm not a woods person, a hiker, a skier. And isn't that all of what New Hampshire has to offer? Wrong. You see, the geography has nothing to do with what makes this town so special. What I was missing was every single person that I met in this area. And Putzin, but that's besides the point. It took me leaving and coming back to truly realize that there was much more to this area than a group of people trying to make it work. Coos County is truly like a completely separate country from the rest of the United States. I admired going to Mr. Pizza for work and hearing two little ladies conversing in Berlin French back and forth. Believe it or not, it's a nicer language than Orlando Spanish. I admired meeting every single memere in the house. You ladies are of a different breed, and I love it. Believe it or not, I don't have a memere. And before I met one, I didn't really know what one was. The first time I ever said the word memere to my mom, I'm pretty sure her reaction was something along the lines of, "What is that?" in a much more Lisa McClure way. The first time I ever said pepper to her, her response was, "I'm going to assume that's a swear, so you're grounded." At first, the quirky French ways of Berlin-Gorham area were bizarre to me, but now I feel as though you all have adopted me into this culture, and I long for that in Florida, and I will long for that forever, wherever I am. But as a gypsy proverb goes, we are all wanderers on this earth. Our hearts are full of wonder, and our souls are deep with dreams. My dreams don't really let me stay in this area, so I bid farewell to the memeres, the Peppers, the Putzin, the Cushy, the Yoko, the Bulldog sauce, the meat pies, and so on. Well, now that I'm hungry, I want to reflect on something important I just said, besides the food. I carefully chose the word adopted because that is what our community has done for me. Take Luann Pelkey, for example. She is the ever so generous proprietor of Mr. Pizza down the street. She has opened her doors to me and supported me in countless ways that I'm forever grateful for. This is just one of the many examples of how every business in this area supports all of us on stage. Your small businesses do so much, they truly make Gorham what it is. I am so grateful to say that I had the opportunity to be raised in such a close-knit and loving town. I can honestly say that now I have multiple memers and pepers who are technically my friends' grandparents, but have still made me feel very welcome here today. Without any exaggeration, it is safe to say that I had many parents, my mom, my dad, and the many people in this town of less than 3,000 who have let me in with loving arms. I do not feel bad about leaving this area to move on to the future because I know that Gorham will stay in my heart and all of our hearts forever. And now, Hunter Moore will present Little Town, Huge Memories.
Okay, so before I start, just to clear this up, I am really nervous to present the speech right now, so if my voice starts shaking, don't judge me. So, the friends you make will hold a special place in your heart for your entire life. Our class has a wide variety of friendships that have formed throughout the years. Some have been created recently, and some that have been around since we could barely walk. When I look at my classmates, one thing I've noticed through the years is how much we have all divided. In 4 quick years, we went from a class who socialized with everyone to separate groups and back to our class again within these past few weeks. Take Devin and Ben, for example. They have been friends forever. They may not be the closest people now, but listening to them talk, you know that they have a bond. Maybe it was created because of a close family ties, but nevertheless, they still have a connection of friendship that at our reunions will bring them together no matter the amount of time that's passed. Let's also look at Nell, Ryan, and Eric. The 3 of them have been inseparable. One could closely relate them to Curly, Moe, and Larry. Yes, the 3 Stooges. When they're together, they bring out the best out of each other. You can hear their laughter of them through the school and even catch a glimpse of the very serious Eric Wu smiling and cracking jokes. How about the AP Biology class? AP Bio is a class that runs for 3/4 of the year, which only meant that everyone in the class would spend the majority of their year together. The class of all girls, and Brett, is like one big family now. At every event they're in, you'll see Brett with 3 girls on each side of him taking a picture, because he's a stud. Karina, Abby, and Emily are another 3 amigos that have been friends for what seems like forever. Their sass is like no other. You can count on them to sass almost anyone and everyone, but in good terms. Dawn and Emily have also grown close to becoming almost identical, except for the fact that Dawn's from China. They both run businesses and are always busy. The 2 of them are meant to be friends. I would also like to mention my group of friends, Sarah, Connor, Brett, and myself, also known as the Squad. Spending time together is like being a family with them, from our hiking adventures up Mount Craig mostly, and our road trips to casual hangout sessions, we're always together. And then there's Reagan. She's taken the liberty these past couple weeks to get in our class's case about being together. As said in a group message from her, it would make me very happy if we got together sometime this week just to hang out. No pressure, no expensive trip, just a bunch of people sitting in a living room with drinks, chips, and a TV, just talking and laughing. If I can have that, I graduate very happy. I'm literally begging you. For that, I would like to thank Reagan Murphy. She was voted as female most likely to change the world, but I think that she should have gotten a superlative for most likely to bring our class together. This amazing classmate of mine is always the first to suggest bonding activities, and she's so enthusiastic about it. I couldn't pinpoint just one of her friendships to talk about for her because she's just friends with everybody. These friendships that are created will be remembered by each person, even if they are not to last a lifetime. Our class is very diverse, but in times of need, we can come together to be great friends. Each and every one of these friendships forms a family. Thank you.
And now Abby and Emily Beals and Karina will perform I Will Always Remember You.
I always knew this day would come. We'd be standing one by one with our future in our hands. So many dreams, so many plans. I always knew after all these years there'd be laughter, there'd be tears, but never thought I'd walk away with so much joy but so much pain. And it's so hard to say goodbye. But yesterday's gone, we gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moment, so glad I got to know ya. The times that we had, I'll take like a photograph and hold you in my heart forever. I'll always remember you. Na na na, na na na, na 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 na. Another chapter in the book. Can't go back, but you can look, and there we are on every page. Memories are always safe. Up ahead on the open doors, who knows what we're heading towards. I wish you love, I wish you love. For you the world just opens up, but it's so hard to say goodbye. Yesterday's gone, we gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moment, so glad I got to know ya. The times that we had, I'll keep like a photograph and hold you in my heart forever. I'll always remember you. Every day that we had, all the good, all the bad, I'll keep them here inside. Every place that we shared, every place, everywhere, you touched my life. Yeah, one day we'll look back, we'll smile and we'll laugh, but right now we just cry, 'cause it's so hard to say goodbye. Yesterday's gone, we gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moment, so glad I got to know ya. The times that we had, I'll keep like a photograph and hold you in my heart forever. I'll always remember you. I'll always remember you.
And now Dave Backler and Wayne King will now draw the winning ticket from the 50-50 Chem Free raffle.
Yeah, that sounds good. I think. So this pot will be for $1,175. That's half of what we raised. That's pretty incredible. I'm digging deep. Okay. And the winner is Michelle Santee.
And now Reagan Murphy will present the Unsung Hero Award.
Unsung hero, a person who makes a substantial yet unrecognized contribution, a person whose bravery is unknown or unacknowledged, a person who sacrifices their time to benefit those around them, a person who does not expect a reward, reimbursement, or recognition, a person who deserves far more than a speech. That person is Miss Lemoyne. It's not over yet. It's not over. Okay. Miss Lemoyne, there is not enough words in the world to express how grateful we are for how much you do for us. I can't even begin to explain how much you mean to me. You helped me when no one knew that I needed help. And you helped me when everyone knew I needed help but didn't know how. It takes a very special person to do all that you do. I don't like to imagine what my life would be like if you never became part of it, but I do know that you will never be a part of it. You will never not be a part of it in some way ever again.
From every class change to every traumatic event, Miss Lemoyne has always helped me in any way possible. She's a natural-born helper. The funny part about it is that she's human too. She has a family, she has other jobs, and she has a life. Somehow, she is able to put everything on hold, and that amazes me. Let me just talk about my 8th grade year real quick. I can sum it up in one word: terrible. That was the year I lost my only father figure, Charlie. The summer of my 7th grade year was when Charlie got sick, and by my 8th grade year, he was gone in a flash. I was lucky enough to have my family, friends, and Miss Lemoyne to support me. She was the one who made me realize that life is a gift and to cherish it. She made me realize how wonderful my life actually was. Listening to Miss Lemoyne has changed my life. She made herself available during every breakdown, no matter when it was, a few of those breakdowns being around midnight. She did everything possible to fit me in the next day. She was the first person to congratulate me on my grades, and she was the first person to hear me out whenever I got in trouble. She also taught me how to pay it forward, and that inspired me. Paying it forward is doing a good deed for other people. It seems easy, right? After doing all my good deeds, I made a decision. I've decided that I want to go into a career and help others just like she helped me. Miss Lemoyne didn't have to push me to help others. Watching her help others pushed me enough. Thank you, Miss Lemoyne, for supporting me, and don't worry, I'll pay it forward along the way.
I stand here speechless at the opportunity to thank such an awesome and inspiring individual in my life. We have been close my entire high school years, not only as your day job as Miss Lemoyne, but you also spent your nights and weekends with me as Christine, waitress galore at Mr. Pizza. I think the moral of the story is that she got way too much of me, more than anyone can handle. Not once did she ever close her door to me, both literally and figuratively. I have had such a strong connection with you, and you have helped me through some personal flaws and stuck with me to celebrate all of my triumphs. Your constant efforts to make everyone in this building happier will never go unnoticed. You spend your waking hours here for all of us, and you are the sole reason as to why we are standing up here today. I guess the point that I'm trying to make to you, Mrs. Lemoyne, is that not only are you the class of 2015's unsung hero, you're my unsung hero.
As you can tell, Ms. Lemoyne is a phenomenal person that has held each and every one of us up here. Although I can add to the list of personal stories, as can everyone behind me, I am here to talk about how much she cares about our class. Since the beginning of the year, our class advisor, Mrs. Lemoyne, told us that this year was going to be hectic and crazy at times, but it is also the best year of our high school experience. For all the graduates in the room, you all know the validity of this statement. She could not have been more accurate. Luckily, she was there every step of the way. With everything going on in her busy life, she still made time for us. Emily and I would have meetings with her religiously every week. She would be in and out of senior project meetings and dealing with our daily issues. As a school staff member, she goes above and beyond all expectations. We cannot thank you more enough, Mrs. Lemoyne.
This person has been one of my biggest role models for the past 4 years. I first got to know this incredible lady through joining student council. She isn't like most advisors. Mrs. Lemoyne has a special gift for seeing who someone really is. She saw that even though I wasn't the loudest person, I was a strong leader. Because of that, she gave me the opportunity to flourish into the person I am today. She is, without a doubt, the busiest person I know, but somehow she still takes the time for every student in need. You don't realize until senior year just how important she is to the students. Mrs. Lemoyne helps each and every one of us prepare for our future. This is why, and all of those reasons, Miss Christine Lemoyne is the class of 2015's unsung hero.
And now Emily Groen, Tony Bolash, and Brooke Nettle will do the presentation of staff appreciation.
Gorham High School is like a smoothly run machine because we have such great faculty members that care for each and every student. They go out of their way to help us succeed, not only in school, but also in life. These role models have become family members to us. That being said, the class of 2015 would like every faculty member to stand and be congratulated. Please stand up. Thank you. Unfortunately, 3 of these people will not be in the school next year. They have left their own unique mark on the students and the school. The seniors behind me wouldn't be who they are today without your guidance. For those of you who don't know who I'm talking about, and the impact they've made, let me explain to you a bit more. Mrs. Bennett, you are the first person people see when they enter the school. Some even call you the gatekeeper. Even on the rainiest, coldest days, you are always there in your tastefully decorated office to greet us. You are our postwoman, delivering our emergency packages our parents sent in because we called home and begged them to deliver it, because we were in a rush or disorganized or just forgot it, or we missed mommies and daddies and we needed a visit. You have delivered everything from dirty sneakers to beautiful birthday bouquets, and always have a smile and kind word for us. Every time you walk into a classroom, we get excited that maybe you have something for us. Your enthusiasm is contagious, and your positive attitude will incredibly be missed. We are especially impressed with your energy and passion when we try to keep up with you in Zumba. Yes, I mean try. You made it look so easy, but many of us with our 2 left feet feel like we will collapse at any moment. You may not know what we are going to do, but may not know what we're doing, but certainly we have had lots of laughs when trying. Thankfully, you are not retiring, but sadly, you will no longer be the first face we see at Gorham Middle High School. Please know your presence will never be forgotten, and you will always be appreciated in all that you have done. GMHS loss is that of Ed Fenn's gain. May you continue to shower the young kids in the community with continuous love and kindness. Ann Bennett, please come forward for a small token of our appreciation from the class of 2015.
Today, I want to talk about a very important man. Some may know him as the man, the myth, or the legend, but I'll leave that suspense for later. We had him in class for only 2 years, but he has been with us every step of the way. There's always that famous day that any class had with this man. It is a day that sums up my middle school career. We were taught to perform the perfect handshake. It goes something like this. Now, you look that guy straight in the eyes like you were there for business. You grab his hand and give him a firm grip without breaking eye contact. If you lose that eye contact, you're a wimp. And you will go nowhere in life. You squeeze like the man you truly are and finally go on with your business. As you can imagine, 12-year-old Tony did not see the importance of this day. But as life went on, handshakes went with it. The first impressions I have made since this day have changed my life forever. Whether it be getting hired or meeting new people, it actually does make a difference. Mr. Sostrom knew that the whole time and was looking out for us. He made sure this was something we will always remember. Making a guest appearance on the sidelines of any soccer game, he was the only voice I heard. Giving words of encouragement like hustle or don't give up was the commonly shouted from the corner of the field. Before one game, he pulled me over and told me that we represented the town of Gorham and all of its community members. As Gorham, we want to be respected by others. He said to me as one of the captains that I had the responsibility of these actions. I hope I made you proud, Mr. Sostrom. For the umpteenth time, the story has been told, the story of the day we were properly taught how to handshake, or what it takes to be a real man. Mr. Sostrom is someone we will always remember. I know I can speak for every student that you've impacted in the past 16 years, and we will surely miss you, but wish you the best of luck in the future. Thank you, Mr. Sostrom.
I was in the mill,
This man is a remarkable role model and father-like figure to the students here at Gorham High School, and this school is truly blessed to have had his presence here for 29 years. This man has done everything in his life, from binding books in Sweden, living on a kibbutz in Israel, picking cotton in a field on his first date with Asa, to surfing off the coast of Maine. He's been everywhere and done more than anyone could ever dream. Thankfully, in the midst of all his adventures, he had time to teach us and do so passionately. We will never forget his one-of-a-kind sneeze that always seems to scare us during tests, him constantly telling us we need more work as we plead for no more, the pages of multiple choice packets, the trip to Boston, and the life lesson tangents. He always has something positive to say about his past students and all the things they've accomplished as they've grown up and gone on their way, and I hope that one day he can say the same thing for me. So thank you, Mr. Brosnan, for everything you've done. I wish you the best of luck as you travel the rest of the world, touching the lives of many more. You'll surely be missed.
Jessica Hashi will now present the Class of 2015 slideshow.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Don't blink, just like that. You're 6 years old and you take a nap and wake up and you're 25 and your high school sweetheart becomes your wife. Don't blink, you just might miss your baby's growth. Time after time, if you're lost, you can look and you will find it. Time after time, if you fall, I will catch you up when we waiting. Time after time. Before it starts, before I begin, how long before you decide? But everybody's wrong. Young people speaking their minds are getting so much resistance from behind. My dad saying work that job, but don't work your life away. And mama telling me to drop some cash in the offering plate on Sunday. And granddad saying you can have a few, but don't ever cross that line. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. You'll be my soft and sweet, I'll be your strong and steady. You'll be my sunny day, I'll be your shade tree. You'll be my honeysuckle, I'll be your honeybee. We'll sit there holding hands and everything will be just right. Maybe someday I'll see you again. We'll float up in the clouds and we'll never see the end. My wish for you is that this life becomes all that you wanted to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. There's things that matter, there's things that don't. So if you're waiting here for me to cry, I hate to disappoint you, boy, but I won't. Grandma, ask your question, just let me hold you. Don't show your shoulders. Lay down beside me. Sure, I can accept that we're going nowhere, but one last time, let's go. Holly came from Miami, FLA. Hitchhiked her way across USA. Plucked her eyebrows on the way. Shaved her legs and then he was a she. She says, hey babe, take a walk on the wild side. You're gonna miss me. You're gonna want this night. You're gonna wish these days hadn't gone by so fast. These are some good times, so take a good look around. You would not believe your eyes, how a voice could hypnotize. Promises are only lies from an hour night. In a shade of mossy greens. I don't belong here, not in this atmosphere. That's life. That's life. That's what all the people say. You're riding high in April, shot down in May. But I know I'm gonna change that tune. The chapter in the book, can't go back, but you can look. And there we are on every page. Memories I'll always say. Up ahead on the open doors. Who knows where we're heading towards? Ladies in the kitchen, ladies in the hallway, ladies in my room, ladies in the bathroom sink, ladies eating soup. Getting out the ladies, and everyone me, mama, I'm a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Yeah, rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. I'm just scared, I'm just a little unwell. I know, I'm
the world. There is such a lot of world to see. We're
I'm chilling on the dirt road, laid back swirling like I'm George Jones. Smoke rolling out the window.
People killing, people dying, children hurt and you hear them crying. When you practice what you preach, and what you turn the other cheek. Father, 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 help us, send some guidance from above. 'Cause people got me questioning, where is the love?
I will always do my duty, no matter what the price. I've counted up the cost, I know the sacrifice. Oh, and I don't wanna die for you, but if dying's asking me, I'll bear that cross with honor, 'cause freedom don't come free.
Oh my God. We made it. At this very moment, thousands of students across the country are saying these exact words. Without a doubt, my class, the class of 2015, started this graduation countdown before it even started. We were so excited for this day that I am not sure we even appreciated all the time we spent to get here. At the end of the day, our journey as the class of 2015 will be over. So with that, please take a moment and look around the room to see all the people that have contributed their time and effort to get us here today. For the past few years, our parents and teachers have had joint custody of us. It's like they made a pact, an unspoken agreement, to try to get us on this stage. Reality is setting into all of our minds right now. We are now entering the big world in which everyone, including ourselves, every single experience has tried to prepare us for. We've all been dreaming of this day, each and every person sitting behind me. Some dream of it with excitement, some with nerves. For me, I've been thinking about it a little differently. For 1 year, 3 months, and 20 days, I have been waiting for this exact moment. I want to let my classmates behind me, the students in the back, and all the family and friends here know the most valuable life lesson. You see, life is fragile, and we are only here for so much time. It's inevitable. There's this sad truth that the people you love are going to pass away. Talking from experience, it is not what you do after the fact, but it's what you do before. Every single moment you spend together, cherish it. These memories are what you're going to hold on to until the end. Appreciate the little things. These are the things that you're going to miss. And please, don't forget to be nice. You want that last memory with them to be a good one. If there's one thing I could ask of you, one thing at all, I would ask you to go to the people you love and tell them that you love them. Tell them how much they mean to you, because you don't know, because you don't want to be too late. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to call up my classmates for the traditional flower ceremony.
Let it go. Let it roll right off your shoulder. Don't you know? The hardest part is over. Let it in. Let your clarity define you in the end. We will only just remember how it feels. Our lives are made in these small hours. These little wonders, these twists and turns of fate. Time falls away, but these small hours still remain.
Excuse me, could I have Talon loose, please?
Let it slide. Let your troubles fall behind you. Let it shine till you feel it all around you. And I don't mind if it's me you need to turn to. We'll get by. It's the heart that really matters in the end. Our lives are made in these small hours. These little wonders, these twists and turns of fate. Time falls away, but these small hours still remain. All of my regret will wash away somehow, but I cannot forget the way I feel right now. In these small hours, these little wonders, these twists and turns of fate. Yeah, these twists and turns of fate. Time falls away. Yeah, but these small hours still remain. They still remain. These little wonders, all these twists and turns of fate. Time falls away, but these small hours, these little wonders still remain.
All right, 6th grade through 11th grade, we're going to dismiss you a couple minutes early. So have a great evening. We'll see everybody back for graduation. Starts at 6.